Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, remember, they are general readings, so not everything is going to resonate with everyone, and that is just fine. Don't forget to use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you in your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you have the Judgment card, right? So this card always precedes those big changes. This could be a big change that you're implementing. It could be a big change that's happening for you or to you. Remember, the Judgment card tends to be that end of an era. So, and why? Because what follows this is the World card when you step onto a new plateau. So whatever's happening for you this week, there is a big change on the horizon. And I think in a lot of ways, this is going to see you coming into a new cycle, and it's also going to be preparing you for what's next. So the changes that you put in, the changes that you're putting in place at the moment aren't just the right changes for you, but they're also the ones that are going to bring the most growth to you. So for those of you that are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. So for your foundation card, you have the Page of Wands, right? Interestingly enough, the Page of Wands coupled with Judgment can represent dental work. So if you need to get your teeth done, fixed, or worked on in some way, shape, or form, this is the week for you. Outside of that, this could be you implementing a change to your work, to your business, especially if your business is aligned with a creative endeavor in some way. If you work with, writing, blogs, books, the digital sphere, like the internet, blogs, things like that, anything where you are giving or disseminating information, and also anything where you're doing something creative or even arty. This week is really a week for you to start thinking about some of your bigger ideas and releasing those ideas into the world in some way, shape or form, which is really, really exciting. So for your actions and options this week, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of changes going on to your work this week. For some of you, again, you could be implementing big changes into your work, into your daily routines when it comes to work, when it comes to your job. For some of you, this could be about embarking on a new journey of apprenticeship in some way. So you could be saying to yourself this week, actually, you know what, I want to perfect and hone my craft. Something that all Virgos are very well versed in. The Eight of Pentacles is actually a very Virgoan kind of energy in its one of its aspects anyway. So this is really about getting the most out of what you do and being prepared to make those big changes, or being prepared to implement those big changes into what you do. I love this. I think it's going to be great for your communications and conversations. You got the the Sun card. This is the best, brightest, most happy card in the deck. This is fantastic news that is going to bring a big change to what you do. This could be a spotlight on you in some way, shape or form, whether this is your work, whether it's your studies, whether it's something that you've been working on behind the scenes. In a lot of ways, this sees you exploding or expanding out onto the wider world stage. Remember, the Sun card offers blessings and abundance, and it also offers ease. This is usually a card that shows up when things are going to run smoothly for you. So in that work sphere, in that professional sphere, for those of you that are studying or in academics, this week is going to be great for you. If you're waiting on results of something like tests, exams, all the rest of it, the Sun card, you got it, you passed, you can rest assured you did good. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, this could be not only a big change, but it could be, for some of you, you're considering, okay, what is next? Like, this is the big step forward, or the big step upward. For some of you, this could literally just be saying, you know what, this week I'm going on vacation. This week I'm planning the vacation. Maybe some of you are planning a sabbatical. It's very possible with that combination of cards as well, actually. When it comes to those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this is literally like the spotlight on you, the spotlight on your business, something being revealed or something being illuminated. And because it comes through the guise of the Judgment card, there's a sense here, because remember, the Judgment card can be a blast from the past as well. So maybe you're bringing something back into the light, maybe you're re-releasing something. There's one person that comes to mind that I know is doing something like this, but for a lot of you, this could be something new that you're launching, right? So this could be a new product that you're launching. It could be a new business that you're finally ready to put out into the world in some way, shape or form. I just love it because the way that it's received through the Sun card, it's not just received well, but you're enjoying doing it. Like you're loving doing what you're doing, which is great. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, the Sun card basically says enjoy the time that you have. It makes things easy, it makes things calm, relaxed, fun, joyous, spending time with people that you love, spending time with people that you care about. All of that is up for grabs, and just easy communication this week, easier than it has been in a while. For your money and materials, you've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so it looks like whatever you're doing is an investment. It looks like you're having to put money into something. For some of you, if you're changing jobs, it's like, you know, when you change jobs at like a really odd date, and so when you go in, you have to end up waiting like 6 weeks before you get your paycheck. For some of you, it might be that, but whatever loss you have this week, whatever dip in the finances you have this week, it's more in here than it is here. All right, so this is kind of like your mind doing that thing where it's like, oh my gosh, there's no money coming in, and it's like, okay, you have to wait for 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks at max. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're hyping it up more in your mind than it actually is. It suggests that actually finances are smoother than you might be giving yourself credit for, so don't run yourself ragged. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your hands, fingers and wrists especially. Be careful of those things, especially with the Eight of Pentacles above. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles above. Also, this could be a week where the mind, like, you know, where you get that nervous belly, like where your gut goes weird and bad because your mind is so, find a way to alleviate that this week. And then for your home and environment, I'm going to be really honest with you, it doesn't look like you'll be getting much sleep this week. So just factor that in and be aware that it's lingering around. For your love and relations, you have the Four of Cups. This is right underneath the Sun card. If your partner surprises you with something this week and you think it's hideous, or you're like, no, this isn't, honey, I know you think this is wonderful and that I might like it, but actually it's awful and I hate it. It's one of those things that you're like, you thought I would like this? It's actually going to be more endearing. You've got the Sun card here, you've got the Judgment card here. You could end up finding this really funny, like the two of you could really laugh about it quite a lot, but at the time you could be like, what made you think that I was going to enjoy this? For those of you that are single and looking to be in a relationship, it is the Four of Cups. Because it's underneath the Sun card, this could be finding out that maybe somebody, like a friend, is into you, or this could be that you, maybe your crush finds out that you're into them. And it could be in like one of those really embarrassing ways, like you're telling somebody on the phone and then they get in the lift and you're like, okay, this is so awkward. Or do you know what I mean? Like, it could just be one of those spontaneous moments where it happens. It also suggests as well that for some of you, a select few, if you're single and looking, maybe the person that you're, is open to dating you or that you could be really happy with is closer to home than you might think. Your full moon message is the gate 60 and limits. So we had a lot of this energy throughout the whole of 2020. And I know a lot of you are thinking, oh my gosh, no. The gate 60 and limits, this card basically highlights to you where the limitations are. And when you know where they are, you know what your parameters to work inside are. This week, if there are drawbacks, if there are holdbacks, if you're not getting much sleep, this is really a moment for you to just kind of take a minute and say, okay, where am I not in control here, and where do I need to let, you know, as they say, let the universe take over, or let the universe take the wheel. This week, I think if you work inside the parameters of what is possible, more is going to unfold, or you'll get more ideas about how you can stretch those limits or push them in some way. But if you just run up against them and try to do what you want to do, this week I kind of feel like you might not necessarily have the oomph to break the ceiling. All right, so work with what you have, don't push for any more, and then you'll find a way to stretch the boundary rather than having to break it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.